My friends, life is not always about what happens to us, but rather about how we choose to respond to it. Every single day, we are faced with challenges, situations that test our patience, our courage, and our determination. And in those moments, the true power of the human mind is revealed. You see, it is not the circumstance that defines us, but the mindset we choose to carry through that circumstance. When you train your mind to see opportunities in difficulties, when you teach your thoughts to focus on strength rather than weakness, then every battle of life becomes a stepping stone toward victory. I stand here not to tell you that life will be easy, because it won't. Life is unpredictable. It is full of unexpected turns, disappointments, rejections, and heartbreaks. But life is also full of beauty, miracles, and endless opportunities if only you train your mind to see them. The way you think, the way you perceive situations, shapes the reality you live in. If your mind believes you are broken, then your spirit will collapse. But if your mind believes you can rise even from the darkest moments, then you will find light even in the deepest of nights. Winning in every situation does not mean you will never lose. It does not mean you will never fail. Winning means you will never let failure define you. Winning means that you will rise again and again, no matter how many times life tries to push you down. You may not control the events of life, but you always control how you respond to them. That response, that choice, is where your power lies. When people told me I could not, I trained my mind to say, yes, I can. When the world tried to define my limits, I decided to redefine possibilities. When circumstances broke my body, I trained my mind not to let them break my soul. And that is what I want to share with you today. Your mind is the battlefield where victory begins. If you win in your thoughts, you will win in your actions, and if you win in your actions, life itself will bow down before you. There will be times when you feel alone, when the people you trusted most walk away. There will be moments when life feels unfair, when your dreams seem impossible, when your heart whispers, give up. And in those times, your mind must be the strongest ally you have. Tell yourself, this is not the end, this is just the beginning of a new chapter. Tell yourself, I am not a victim of my past, I am the author of my future. Because the stories you tell yourself become the reality you live. Think about it. Every great achiever you admire today was once told they couldn't do it. Every success story you hear was once a tale of rejection and struggle. But what made them different was not luck, not talent alone. It was the mindset to keep going, to never give up, to see obstacles not as walls but as doors waiting to be opened. And that, my friends, is the mindset you and I must embrace every single day. Now let's talk about pain. Because without addressing pain, we cannot talk about victory. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. Pain is the fire that shapes your soul, the storm that strengthens your wings. When you run away from pain, you run away from growth. But when you train your mind to embrace pain, to learn from it, to transform it into fuel for your journey, then no situation can break you. You must tell yourself, my scars are not signs of weakness. They are proof of my survival. Imagine standing at the edge of your dreams, with fear whispering in your ears, what if you fail? And then imagine your mind answering back, what if I fly? That is what training your mind is all about. It is about silencing the noise of doubt and turning up the volume of belief. It is about feeding your thoughts with courage, gratitude, and hope until they become your second nature. Gratitude is another secret. When you train your mind to focus on what you have instead of what you lack, life becomes a blessing rather than a burden. Gratitude turns little into enough, obstacles into opportunities, and endings into beginnings. Every single day, remind yourself, I may not have everything, but I have enough to begin. That shift in perspective alone can make you win in situations where others see only defeat. And let us not forget resilience. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you create. Every time you refuse to quit, every time you choose to rise after falling, you are building resilience. And when your mind is resilient, no storm is strong enough to sink you. Life may bend you, but it will never break you. Some people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect resources, the perfect support. But let me tell you, the perfect time is now, and the perfect resource is within you, your mind. If you keep waiting for life to be ideal before you act, you will be waiting forever. But if you train your mind to begin where you are, with what you have, then you will create opportunities that others cannot even imagine. Every challenge, every loss, every heartbreak, it is not here to destroy you. It is here to prepare you. It is here to make you wiser, stronger, and braver. but only if your mind is ready to see it that way. So ask yourself today, is my mind trained to complain, or is my mind trained to conquer? Because the answer will shape your destiny. To win in every situation is to live with purpose. It is to understand that even your failures have meaning, even your delays have lessons, even your setbacks have seeds of comebacks. Winning is not about beating others, it is about becoming the best version of yourself in every circumstance. And when your mind is trained to see life as a gift, every situation becomes a victory, no matter how small. So I invite you today to look within, to speak kindly to yourself, to replace I can't with I will, to replace fear with faith, doubt with determination, weakness with wisdom. Your mind is more powerful than you think. It can either be your prison or your passport to freedom. The choice is yours. Train your mind every day. Feed it with positivity, with resilience, with gratitude. Protect it from negativity, from fear, from comparison. And when life throws you into the storm, smile and say, I am ready, because my mind is stronger than this storm. Remember, my friends, true victory does not happen outside, it happens inside. If you can win in your mind, you can win anywhere, in any situation, under any circumstance. So train your mind, believe in your strength, and walk with the unshakable confidence that no matter what life gives you, you will rise, you will shine, and you will win.